Remember nights in Brazil, finding orchids so rare. The secret streets winding through the hills, scent of clove in the air. Every night a new place, but the same face. Always calling you, always calling you, calling. Remember street, calling. Remember street, calling. Remember street. Remember street. Remember street. Remember street. And in the sunsets in Cameroon, do you forget where you've been? Every night a new place, but the same face.
What's happening? What's going on, fellas? Glad y'all could be up in the building tonight, man. We have something really special. You know, I'm gonna turn to the side so y'all can see, you know, that little bit right there. You know, just how special it can be. All right. Give a shout out to the homies up in here, man. Good counsel. What's happening with you? Iman Perry, one of the Frenchmen. Matt Middens as well, man. Salute to you guys, man. Stealth 2017 was happening. TOP, my brother. The incredible. Hey, salute to you, man. First men first. Salute GMB. Salute to you, brother. Miami Soldier. Loved by a few, hated by many. Salute to you, man. You know, Track Masters. My brother XL Pro. You know what I'm saying? Brown Hornet, man. It's been a minute. How you doing, brother? Good to see you, man, for sure. Salute to you. Hashtag men first. MPI, my brother, man. Good to see you in the building, man. For sure, man. Greg G, Brick by Brick. You know, Dr. Tia Son, man. Salute to you, man. I appreciate the $10 sponsorship, man. Salute to you. Hashtag men first, man. You know, I be in the clouds, man. I'm always over there checking you out. A lot of the times I'm driving or whatever, man. I catch your playbacks too, man. So I encourage brothers to go subscribe to Dr. T. So, you know, going into your 40s, and for you guys, you know, who are going into 40s, Me personally, I'm over 40. I've been over 40 for a few years now. And you hate to be the the old Scrooge. You know what I mean? The person that knocks the new generation for what they do. You know, I'm the cool uncle. You know, I'm the one that's going to give it to you straight, just based off of life experiences, because, you know, a smart man learns from his mistakes, but a wise man learns from the mistakes of others. You feel me? And so I'm at that point in my life, and I've had a lot of stuff going on, man. It's just been like just one thing after another. For one, you know, I'll give y'all, you know, my situation, what I was faced with, like, been damn near a month ago, probably since my last upload. I did a car video, a pre-recorded video, and like the next fucking day, I'm at the gas pump at the Circle K pumping me some gas, and some fucking two goddamn Mexicans in one of those fucking old ass white kidnapper vans. I'm pumping gas. I'm standing here pumping my gas, and the motherfucker just bagged straight into me. Boom. And then the bitch try to irk off. Now, mind you, I'm not gonna put my business out there, but I got my tool right there in my door, and I got my cell phone on my armrest. And just to show you just how far, you know, being wise as you age, and, you know, not acting through anger or through impulse or anything like that, I grab my damn phone, run that bit down a little bit. The traffic coming, so he trying to get up out there. He about to hit people and everything, and out of there. I took a picture of the motherfucker tag. I said, okay then. Got his ass. And the fucking tag come back to be a fake plate. Fake ass license. Motherfucker hit me and ran. Son of a bitch. So, you know, I'm mad as a motherfucker. I ain't even gonna lie. This bitch done got me, you know, but after probably about 2 minutes, I regroup. Goddamn, brother Mookie with the 50 spot. Salute GMB. This is my other channel. They deleted my old one. I'm sending you a message, and okay then. Hey, let me put you in the game, man. So you say this is your new channel. Make sure you know. Make sure you get your wrench back, but man, salute to you, man. You say sending you a message, and I used to be a wrenchman. Glad you still doing hashtag men first. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And you got your wrench back immediately. You know what I'm saying? Once you told me, you know, this is your new channel. I appreciate that, bro. That means a lot for, you know, for us blue collar working class brothers, you know, donating and supporting each other. That shit means a lot, man. It really means a lot to me. But anyway, so as I was saying, so I find out it's a fake plate. And then I find out these people got an astronomical number for my deductible because I have insurance on, you know, multiple vehicles. And these motherfuckers told me, because, you know, they ain't got his plate and they can't register the vehicle or anybody, goddamn, that I got to pay for the shit. So I'm, you know, well, I ain't got to pay the whole amount, of course, but motherfucker tell me I got $1,000 deductible. I'm like, shit, I'm paying you motherfuckers damn near $500 a month. That shows you that this shit is a goddamn scheme. And then on top of that, if you have an accident or somebody hits you, your premium gonna go up. So whatever difference it is between your regular payment and your premium, now that you've had an accident, they're gonna recoup their money out of your ass. And I'm like, boy. But you know, it is what it is. On another note, so I mean, the guy that I got to fix my truck, that Big Red, I got the big red high country Chevy boy. I got it fixed, man. It don't even look like that bitch ever been hit. The guy that fixed it, his brother retired from the company that I worked for, and I knew him for a long time. And he retired. He plugged me into his brother, and shit sweet. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they looked out. So, secondly, another thing that happened, today, I've never did any kind of electrical work. I don't like fucking with wires and shit that'll light your ass up. You know what I'm saying? I don't like fucking with anything that could cause me my life. And I know electrocution is a real goddamn thing. So you guys know that I have an island in my kitchen. And I have 2 outlets on each side. And I have the stove top in the middle of my island. So the old one went out. And the guy, so they sent me the new one. I got the new one. And the guy was supposed to come out and install it. And this motherfucker was trying to charge me, of all people, the last motherfucker you should charge this amount of money to, $200 to install this bitch. I'm like, shit, $200? I see the new one. The new one got 3 wires to it, 3 big ass wires. And so he was supposed to show up. He was an hour and 45 minutes late. I called him back. He was like, man, I came over there, whatever the case may be. I mean, you came over here. You say you rung my doorbell. I don't see no action at the doorbell. You ain't even called me. So fuck it. It wasn't meant to be. It was meant for me to keep them $200 motherfucking dollars in my pocket. You feel me? Shit. So I called my homie, you know what I'm saying, electrician, my dog, my A1 day one, grew up with him, everything. He doing his thing. Him and his old lady, they travel together. He's an electrician. She's an electrician helper. They running the bag up together. You feel me? Stand-up guy, one of my best friends. He's the one that's going to send you the scriptures every morning, and he's going to call at least 3 to 4 times a week to make sure you're okay. One of them homies, the homie that everybody needs. So anyway, I hit him up, and he tells me, I show him a picture of the shit, FaceTime, like, hey, man, woo-doo. So when I show him what's going on, I'm not actually asking questions. I'm like, shit. So I do this right here. Yeah. I do this right here. I do this. He was like, hell yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what you do. What the hell you call me for? So I knew what to do. I just didn't have the confidence to do it. You feel me? But anyway, I shut off the main breaker, man. Come in there, bitch. Wire that shit up. Boom, boom, boom. I got a new stove top in my island. Go figure. And that's something about me as a person. Like, as a man, these are things that I'm going to do. I'm not going to pay somebody to do my brakes when I can do my own brakes. I'm not going to pay somebody to do any kind of physical labor as far as their hands when I know I am well capable of doing those things myself. You feel me? And this goes into the meat of this live stream. So we've talked enough about me. Check this out, man. The first thing I like to address is that I've witnessed, in these spaces, these supposedly pro-male spaces, a couple of guys or a few guys have taken down their channels And so amongst those guys, you know, they had a large following, you know, and most of the time it is like basically, you know, a safe space for people to come get their shit off. You know what I mean? Just run their mouths freely and be who they want to be, I guess. Um, and I know in some of those, uh, on some of those channels in those live streams, they was letting a lot of 1-2 minis infiltrate the space. This is something that people talked about with black, particularly black male content, the quote unquote red pill space. You know, you'll notice a lot more of those people that's from the other side. You know what I mean? People who live a completely different lifestyle than traditional heterosexual men live. You know, a lot of that rainbow stuff, a lot of that, you know, that side of it. I ain't got to dive into it. But they was even having these people on panels, talking to them, you know, having conversations with them. With me personally, I mean, I have nothing in common with the person I have. You know, there's really nothing I can talk about with you. But, you know, to each his own. I don't have a problem with what people do in their free time, what they do in their personal lives, what their sexuality may be. I just know what mine is. And I have nothing in common with that type of shit. And that's the other part of it is it should be okay for you to have that shit, but just like anything else, you keep that shit private. You know what I mean? You can have your person be out in public and not be ashamed of them, but when you start to try to influence children to buy into this shit, then that's where I have a problem, or I take issue with it. You know what I mean? And just don't come at me with the shit. I'm gonna tell you that now. You know, no, don't even. And I've never had anybody try me like that for real, man. People think I'm joking or whatever because you know everybody with this, you know, nah, you know, I've never had that problem. But with that being said, the Richmond of the Grown Man Business channel. Listen, if you see anybody come over here with that Fruit Loop shit, you know what I'm saying? What Mr. Fantastic like to call the brother fuckers. You know what I'm saying? You know, any of this sugar sausage, sweet ass shit in the comment section. No, don't time them out. No, hide them from this channel. These people, you know, I have nothing to. There's nothing to talk about with these people. Other people may do that shit on their platform and their channel and stuff. We're not doing that over here. None whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to get anything off over this bitch. Come in the comment sections with your goofy nonsense, trolling and you know, silly shit. Get the fuck out of here. I don't even want to see you. And hopefully by the time I look at the chat room, the Richmond and got them up out of here anyway. Because you know how we do. So, you know, to move right along. There's a few things that I wanted to address, you know, being that this is my, you know, my newest upload, my newest live stream, and a lot of you guys up in here. I appreciate the sponsorships, man. The cash apps. I haven't checked the cash app. Let me check before we get in deeper. Oh no, ain't nobody hit the cash app, so it's all good. It's all love. I appreciate my brother Mookie coming through with the 50 spot early on up in this bitch. You know, because I don't ask anybody for money, man, but time is money. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I really don't ask for money on this channel, man. I don't ask anybody for anything, bro, because I feel like it's part of my divine purpose to try to help brothers and help them navigate things the way that they should be. Going right along, if you notice that, you know, over the past year and a half, that I've really kind of transitioned the vitriol of my content. Okay, I know maybe a week ago or a couple of weeks ago, I was supposed to start doing the breakdowns of betrayal with grown man business breaks down betrayal. That's previously known as the Crash Dummy Chronicles. When I even tried to attempt to upload and use the videos that I was using, I was about to get flagged. So for anybody that wants to see that type of information, where I break down where motherfuckers did the absolute most, mostly men who have sacrificed their entire existence out of love and relationships and women. I break it down from a logical masculine perspective and show why those guys could still be alive today. So join the Patreon. I'm gonna have to upload those strictly from like StreamYards straight on the Patreon. I can't have YouTube involved in that type of content. And guess what? You know, it's fire. Trust and believe, man. Just like pretty much anything else, man. It's premium content, man. You know, I can't upload videos every day. You know what I'm saying? I can't, you know, be up here doing 3 and 4 hour live streams every night or even twice a week, man. I'm really out here moving in my real life. You know what I mean? And this is the stuff that I try to encourage brothers to do. I know a lot of you guys are going through a lot of, you know, tumultuous times. You know, you're going through traumatic experiences, whether it's breakups, whether it's divorce, whether it's the family court system, you know, all these things, man. You know, these things, you know, can combine and be something that can utterly break men and break their spirits. My thing is, I want you to, you know, keep pushing forward and learning from the things that other people have went through. That's what I thought this whole little black male space and stuff was try to accomplish. But that shit took another turn, man. A lot of people got invested in the money. You know, it's money behind this YouTube shit. So people gonna, you know, flip flop and go different directions and all that shit. My thing is right now, man, at this point in life, everything is about acceptance and accountability, personal accountability for your circumstance. AC, man, I appreciate the $2 sponsorship. Salute to you. You said, what are your thoughts on Undead Chronic? Man, I mean, I don't even really listen to anybody other subscribers. I'm well aware of Undead Chronic, but I you know, I don't really listen to his content like that, man, because, you know, really when you get to a point of acceptance, you know what I'm saying? Understanding what life is really about, and when it comes to personal accountability and you being responsible for your peace of mind, your happiness, you know, your growth, all those things, then you tend to not want to hear information about other people so much. If I'm making sense to you, check this out. I'll talk about isolated situations when, you know, people go viral and say all kind of goofy, silly nonsense, you know, to go viral, but people don't understand that. Breaking down their bullshit, you know, just to go viral and all that stuff, that's not me. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, talking about women and their buffoonery and all this other shit, I'm not in that place. I'm responsible for my well-being and the way that I move. I'm responsible for the standards and boundaries that I set. So when I see some chick up this bitch doing the ceiling fan challenge upside down on a handstand, boom, you got a thumbs up from me, bitch. You get a thumbs up from me, bitch. You're very talented on standing up on your motherfucking head. You were even talented enough to take your fucking phone up to a ceiling fan. Boom, bitch. Do I give a fuck? Absolutely not. Because I'm gonna pull something up right quick. Pull something up right quick, man. You know, I'm gonna put this shit up here right quick, man, because I gotta share the screen. All right, because this is something that I noticed. Oh shit, this is something that I noticed. Oh shit, hold on. Let me read this thing because I got a cash app. I mean, super chat. Champ, man, I appreciate the $5 sponsorship, man. What's the Patreon link? Or is it the same name? It's the same name, bro. It's the same name. And moderators, man, Richmond, y'all can put that in there for him, man. Let me try this again because I ain't want to miss that. I ain't want to miss that super chat. So, hold on. Let me click over again. Make sure I'm okay. Yeah, I'm all right. All right, and share this shit. So You know, it was a lot of people talking about this particular video with this kid. Okay. And so we're going to play this motherfucker. And I'm going to give you my perspective on this shit, my outlook on it. All right. Oh, shit. Is it playing? Hold on. My bad.
He made him cry by dancing with
All
his
right.
mom.
Okay, we're gonna take that down. Okay. My bad. Hold on, let me pause that shit. Let me get out of there. So I don't think anybody noticed, you know what I'm saying, what was really going on right there, man. You know, the young fella, you know, come over that bitch, you know, breaking up his mom from doing what mama do. You know, mama over that bitch twerking on a stranger. They come up behind that ass, she bending over, popping it and all that shit. You know, and you know, I seen a lot of people breaking this shit down. A lot of people talking about it. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah. What the fuck are we talking about? The first thing I noticed, because I watched the whole video, little man over that bitch crying and shit. You know what I'm saying? He hurt. You didn't witness not one motherfucker come over there and wrap their arm around him, pat him on the shoulder, hey man, and, you know, come talk to me. You know, walk him off, talk to him, and that. You didn't notice none of that shit. You didn't see anybody console the little boy, nothing. He stood there crying. Nobody said a motherfucking thing. Did you see where I'm going with this shit? That man over there crying. They look like they had a wedding. Mama over that bitch, they grab the table, turning that ass up, boop, 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 twerking. Dude come up behind him, boop, boop, boop. He see motherfucker attacking like it's an attack on mama. This man ain't her mama boyfriend. He ain't been around. He don't even know this man. And you out here doing this shit in front of your son. And everybody want to make a big stink about it. No matter how much you talk about it, no matter how much you feel sorry and, you know, you feel sympathy and empathy for the young man in this situation. Seem to be all right, fella. He trying to protect his mom. Why are you doing this in front of me? You making me look stupid out here. Now the video viral. Now they see him crying. What you think they're gonna do to the little man at school? I saw you crying, man. Man, I'm trying to tell you. But even furthermore, no matter what you say and how matter you break down the video or what happened, she's still gonna have custody of that boy. She's still gonna raise that boy like she wanna raise him. Probably no structure, no order, no discipline. And then he's gonna look at women differently too. He's gonna start viewing women as sex objects. My mama bouncing and twerking her ass. But at the end of the day, none of that matters. Because guess what? There's nothing any of us can do about it. This is what I mean when I say acceptance. Brian Hornet, my brother, with the $20 sponsorship. Salute to you, my brother. Hashtag men first. Listen, acceptance. This is the motto moving forward. I don't give a fuck about relationships. I don't give a fuck about marriage. I don't give a fuck about commitment. I don't give a fuck about saving the black community. Because at the end of the motherfucking day, it's over. It is. I'm sorry. But you niggas are done. I ain't talking about nobody that's over here listening to this type of content. Y'all guys that been over here for the longest, you know how women operate. You know what relationships have to offer. You know what marriage has to offer. You know all of these things. Now, me personally, and the content that I drive is about accepting these things as what they are and understand that they have no bearings on your life. None of this shit matters. The social media bullshit, the gossiping, the celebrity relationships, the shit means absolutely nothing. I am not out here to save anyone. I am here to simply be a guide to accepting exactly where you are in life. And hopefully using every circumstance that you've been faced with, everything that you've had to overcome as fuel, as motivation to living the life that you know that you deserve. That's it. Some of y'all may come here for a couple of months. Some of you guys have been rocking with me for years. You've watched how my content has transitioned over time based off of where I was in my life. And I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. If you are a heterosexual black male who is actively seeking relationships, if you're on a dating app looking for a wife, if you're on social media looking for a wife, and all that nonsense, I am going to tell you that you are the type of person that's going to be left behind. Because if you chase behind, you will always be behind. Accept your position in life and grow from it. Think about everything that you've been through in your goddamn life. Every loss, whether it was financially, physically, hell, even your family members, the motherfuckers that you grew up with, that you had love with, had love for. I'm sorry, pause. Not love with. I apologize. But the people that you have had love for, you grew up with them. You watched them evolve only for their lives to be bam. And having to cope with that. I am the seeker and the speaker of truth. I am very transparent about my grievances, the grief that I've endured in my life, and how I've had to evolve and had to adjust my game to not be in some emotional roller coaster or in a fucking washing machine of emotions based off of the people that I've lost. Do I put them in some of my pre-recorded content? Things that I put in my past, guys who've been rocking with me for years. I've been very transparent about me, how I've had to cope with loss. This comes from a man who is I'm not even in my mid-40s yet. And everybody who's responsible for my upbringing, the people who have cared for me, wiped my tears, came to my basketball games, watched me box and all this shit, they're gone. I have one living aunt. And coincidentally, she's the oldest. And she deals with survivor's remorse, survivor's guilt. We have long conversations. There's not a time that I talk to my aunt that we're not on the phone more than 2 hours. She's the oracle of my family. She's the matriarch of my family. She's endured all the pain and things that I've had to endure. So when we have these conversations about Black women, I'm sure that many of you guys have that aunt. You may even have that mother or that sister. You understand what I'm saying? It don't matter what my aunt's indiscretions was when she was 25 years old. I wasn't even born then. But the woman that she is now, I adore her. I love her. My mother is gone. The day before Thanksgiving made 2 years that my mother has been gone. I love my mama, bro. My mama was the most talented woman I ever met in my life. Not only was my mother an active combat veteran, she graduated college. She knew how to dance. She could have started her own dance school, and she could play any instrument. I learned how to play the guitar from my mother, man. Was our relationship the best at all times? Absolutely not. But understanding now, as life goes on, the lessons and the things that she was on my ass about when I was 22, 23 years old with children already, I can appreciate that shit now. So when people talk about, there's good girls, good women, bad women, there's good men, bad men, nice guys, all this other shit, I look at shit differently. I look at it as free will. Any one of these nice guys, great guys, can wake up tomorrow morning and be the bad guy. This motherfucker wake up and say, I'm finna shoot up a goddamn bus stop or something. Pause. Because I know you two. But I'm just saying, somebody could actually wake up and decide to be worse than what they were the day before. It boils back to free will. It boils back to choices. It boils back to where your fucking mentality is. I don't have a problem with the ratchet bitch. I don't have a problem with the hood rat bitch. I don't have a problem with any of those things that everybody complain about. I don't care about a woman wearing her goddamn dang on lashes and makeup and wigs and all that shit. I don't have a problem with it. Because it has no bearings on what I'm trying to accomplish. I understand some of y'all may be there for a good time, not a long time, and it's okay with me. If you feel me. But as my life has evolved, so have I. My emotions, I am a lot more stoic than I ever been in my life. I don't worry about a lot of the things that used to bother me or the things that used to plague me. I had to dump off that baggage, man. I had to let that shit go. You know what I mean? And I had to start learning to do what's best for me. And that's what I talk about by acceptance. There's no comment that you can make on social media or under these comment sections where you see a woman misbehaving on a way that you may deem ungodly. You know what I mean? Or she doing the most, or her kid up here crying at a wedding because she twerking and shit. Listen, bro, you're not afforded the amount of time to even be worried about these people, man. It's not that you don't feel something for the young man, but guess what? Life goes on. There's nothing you can do about it. And I want to scale back to something that I said a minute ago about being the black community as what you people like to glorify or like to fantasize about. The black community is done. It's been done for a long time. There's no more community. You notice when the matriarch of the family gone, there is no more family reunions. There are no more family gatherings. Everybody assembling with their family and their friends that they've, gotten after, they left home, college, or whatever the case may be, even the husband's family, wife's family, all this other shit. That's not exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when it comes to this whole marriage shit. And I am, to be honest with you, in 2024, moving forward, I think men should even take marriage off the table. Like even stop even discussing that stuff. Because it's so much of a compromise that you're going to ultimately start compromising your masculinity for a relationship. And that it will be the beginning of your fucking doom. You know what I mean? Commitment takes a lot. And I'll be honest with you, commitment and stuff like that, man, relationship, that shit could be the ultimate dream killer. That shit will kill your vision. It will kill your drive. It'll kill your ambition to try to make even more because, you land up to that fat ass that you always wanted. You think this person is the most beautiful person on the planet. And so you start trying to invest more into maintaining that relationship. You start investing more into trying to keep this person around because, you're living out of a state of fear. You're afraid to lose this person because, that fat ass that you looking next to and she looking good, even before she even apply her makeup, like she naturally beautiful, all this shit. She loving on you, fucking on you, sucking on you. You loving, you loving the experience. Now you're not focused so much on what you need to be doing as a man. And then that's how you really lose the female for real, man. Like, because women, they based on survival. They're not physically as strong as a man. They're not even as logical as a man. But at the end of the day, they got to survive. You hear them talk about surviving for their kids and surviving and this and that. You know what I'm saying? They do a lot of shit, to survive. Anyway, what I wanted to say about the marriage shit is, like, if you're looking for that shit in 2024, you're out of your fucking mind. Everybody wants the ceremony, but nobody wants the responsibility of what it comes with a marriage. Okay. It's good for a photo op now. That's another thing you see. Bunch of pictures and shit, bunch of hearts and comments and shit. Don't know the inner workings of a person's relationship at all, but they cheer it on. And when it fails, it's ultimately going to be the man's fault. But according to everybody else, according to public opinion, it's going to always be your fault. So that's another thing that you just have to accept. But like these influx of these, like, Christmas pictures, it's Christmas time. You see a lot of people on social media, a lot of women talking on social media about, I'm ready to put on my pajamas instead next to the fireplace, my Christmas pictures and shit. But you notice more and more now, them goddamn pictures with just her and them kids. You know what I'm saying? Just, and women cheer that shit on. Women really do cheer on dysfunction, man. And that's no knock on women. It's just, in their nature. People don't really care no more. And all this stuff can go on as long as a man accepts it. And guess what? Acceptance is the key to happiness. Attachment is the root of all suffering. But acceptance is the key to happiness. You only worry about the things that are in your control, your finances, your mental health, your spiritual health, your physical health. You worry about your health, your wealth, and your motherfucking self. And that's it, man. Going in on people because they living their lives and doing that shit. That shit only gets you in that bad headspace, man. I was watching the other day when Monica, the singer, she came out, I guess to some sort of event with her new person or whatever, and they was like, oh, I thought she was with C Murder and all this other shit. And I guess she felt the need to address the situation, like made it seem like C Murder broke up with her. And the last time I checked, man, C Murder been in prison for over 20 years. You know what I mean? But you saw in those comment sections where women was like, yeah, she got tired. She was holding it down for him. She was there and all this other stuff. But I'm up here thinking, like, C Murder been in jail for 20 years. None of those 4 kids are by C Murder. And those kids have been conceived in the past 20 years that C Murder has, been incarcerated. So what's holding who down? Shit, to me, it looked like your ass been hot and ready out here. You know what I'm saying? Getting it in, making babies and shit. The fuck? And if he do get out of jail, then he just gonna be introduced and in a relationship with a woman with 4 kids from another man. You ain't my daddy. That's another thing, man. I mean, just being honest, man. I just, I don't understand why guys put themselves in that position, bro. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to like small children. Like if it's kids that grow up, they're teenagers and stuff when you're dealing with the mom, man, I changed my stance on single mother shit because you're going to run into a couple of them out here that ain't got no kids, but the prospects of you as a man running to a woman with no kids in 2024, especially if you're over the age of 25, you're done. No, the best you can hope for is just not to get into a relationship. Do the recreational use thing. Like, I ain't ready for no relationship, but don't tie yourself down with no marriage or commitment to it if it ain't your thing. Now, if you're an older gentleman and the kid is a teenager, pretty much self-sufficient, cool, you know what I'm saying? Y'all running or whatever the case may be. She got her own thing going on. She a grown woman, you know what I mean? Holding that over her head, you come from a place of understanding. Just like you're not the same person you were at 21 years old when you probably made a child, or if you did make a child, you may not be the same person that you are at 35 years old. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that baggage is still there. So if you got a house full of goddamn rebellious ass kids, 3 different kids by 3 different niggas, then the prospects of you getting a nigga like me is probably 0. You know what I'm saying? Unless you put something in the spaghetti or something, you got me fucked up. You know what I mean? My kids are grown. And so that's another difference that I like to explore too, man, and be very, discreet. I say the way that I say this shit. Listen, typically when a man gets, when women bring up the conversation about men having children and her having children, the dynamics are completely different because 9 times out of 10, the mother is going to have custody of the man's children. So those kids are not under his roof. The roof that he's providing for and doing all this other shit for, paying the bills and all this shit and trying to keep you happy with your 3 kids by 3 different men or your 4 kids by 5 different niggas. I don't know what the circumstances is. I'm just going to be honest with you. Nigga been taking your ass to the stabbing cabin. And those kids are going to be in the house with you and this nigga that don't have any of his kids in the goddamn house. So now that shit cutting a hole in his goddamn bag. You feel me? Tyrone Thunderstorm been having church up in that motherfucker on you. And you expect the best of the best. Like, yeah, you will find a guy may have a little change. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't no pocket watching ass nigga, but a nigga that, fit the criteria, of what you require in a man, it's gonna be hard for you, but yeah, a real man to pay. No, I mean, that's another thing, man. I don't listen to that nonsense about what people talk about what a real man is. Fuck out of here. Most of them ain't never been in the presence of a real man. I don't listen to what women say a real man is. A man just is. We just are. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And that's another thing, this intuition shit. Men have intuition too. It's called your gut. When you have a gut feeling that something ain't right, then it ain't right, But it's crazy that when a man supposedly cheating and a woman pick up on it, it's her intuition. You know what I mean? But if a woman if a man suspect his woman of cheating and fucking off and doing her thing, he's labeled as insecure. It ain't his intuition. No, he's insecure. You're supposed to you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. Like, nah, and me personally, man, that's what a part of the acceptance phase. Like, you're not even going to put yourself in a position to even have to deal with that crap. You know what I mean? You vet people. You let them know what it is. You know what I mean? You feel it. You know what it is. Like, man, that motherfucker, she out there bitch popping perks and getting drunk, wake up, drinking. You done pounded on her motherfucking ass and she wake up, and she looking for the liquor cabinet, where that bitch making mimosas early in the morning and shit, ain't even cooked no breakfast. The bitch making mimosas, she digging in your liquor cabinet. No. No, man. And you done went up here willy-nilly raw up in this motherfucker. Get out of here, man. brothers, you got to make better decisions. And the thing is about it, man, the more that you know, take care of your business as a man and you grow and evolve and you're more wiser, you know, you're more centered. The fruits of your labor will start to reveal themselves, man. Like, you know, this is why guys who really own their shit and taking care of their business, they don't have the problems that other men have with women. You don't really even need like game coaches or anything like that, man. You build yourself up that you have the confidence to adapt and adjust to any situation. You accept the fact that you will never be the tallest, you'll never be the richest, you'll never be the most attractive. You know, you'll never have the most fanciest car, the biggest house. You will never have any of those things, but you can accept it because where you are in life is a lot further than where the fuck you come from. You know what I'm saying? You know, Patrick, say it again. Well, you going throwback now. A fat ass is meaningless. Oh man, you been around a long time. I said that a long time ago. Hey, fuck that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, man. Get about your shit and be comfortable in your own company. Get to the point where you be like, I can't link up with you tonight, but I'm doing a live stream, or I'm going to, you know, shoot hoops with the homies. I missed out on the gym. I had so much going on. I'm going to the gym. I'll catch up with you later. You know what I mean? And be true to that shit. Like when you know your worth, man, as a man, dog, you really, you know, after the initial conversation or whatever, and y'all may shoot it a little bit, you're not really gonna have to initiate a lot of conversations or contact. You know what I mean? A woman, like I said, her survival instincts tell her, you know, she knows a man when she sees one. And when she's in the presence of a man, you know, but unfortunately, like I said before, like a lot of people don't know what a man is. But you know what you are. So your interactions are gonna be different from a guy that's just lying about his existence, lying about who he truly is. And sometimes a lot of women just fall for that. Like, you know, and what they're attracted to. That's another part of the acceptance phase. You know, this Pookie and Ray shit, and hey, she like Thuggo and shit. Who gives a fuck? I don't give a fuck what she like. I know what I like, and I'm just gonna move like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna invest too much time thinking about what women say they want or what their definition of a man is. I'm gonna just be me and move accordingly. I look at the fact that shit, most of the guys, all the guys that's my age that I went to school with, all of them got a bunch of gray. And baby, believe it or not, I've never put a stick of dye on nothing on me. You know what I mean? I don't brag on it. My daughter will be 26 the day after Christmas. All her little friends, you know, trying to rub up on her dad. And my baby tell them, like, look, don't get beat up. I don't play about my dad. You know what I mean? And it's just me, my standards and boundaries is that I have nothing in common with some young chick like that. I'm not finna be your damn zaddy. I ain't finna be your sugar daddy or none of that shit. I ain't like a sweet ass nigga to you. The fuck out of here. Shit, if anything, your ass get out of there. Get out of there. Shh. Shut up, nigga. I got a dog that was back, MPI. I almost said too much. But yeah, man, I just really want you guys to understand, you know, accepting your circumstances, accepting the fact that women are going to move how they want to move, regardless of what you say on these podcasts, what you say moving forward, anything, man. Like everything should be about your self-development and putting yourself in a position where you don't have a lot of these problems with people. Now, we can go into politics and the way the world works and the way the money moving and stuff like that. But right now, at this point, I really want to go into talking about relationship dynamics when it comes to you. Your relationship with your goddamn self. You know what I mean? What, you know, we talk about entitlement, but why do you feel like you're entitled? Because you make $160,000 a year, but you're a fucking couch potato. You built like goddamn, like a fucking eggplant. You know what I'm saying? Built like a goddamn bell pepper. Like, come on, man. You got to put yourself in a position entirely to win, to make yourself look good and feel good. Have the confidence to be able to go outside. Have the confidence to go outside and be alone. You know what I mean? Your aura, your essence is going to attract people. Abdullah right here, man. I see Abdullah be all in Vegas. He be all over the place promoting his music, man. That's part of his purpose. I see what he doing, and I salute him on that. But he outside, and I'm pretty sure he meets some amazing people, probably some amazing women. You know, because I'll be honest, man. Like I've had interactions with some amazing women. Unfortunately, I'm unwilling to give them what they want at that particular time that they want it. Because I'm a full cup. When I hear about you talk about your past experiences and the things that you're going through right now, you're not a full cup. So I know I'm going to end up having to pour more of myself into your circumstance. And that's something I'm not willing to do. You know what I mean? And I'm just being honest with you. You know? But you can tell, man, that, you know, a lot of people are out here operating out of a position of desperation. They was talking about these numbers when YouTube was talking about numbers, talking about the marriage rates are increasing. Of course, the marriage rates are going to increase. It's a business transaction at this point. Shit. It's struggle mania out here, man. And it is what it is. You know, you got people who are willing to accept anything just to have something. They want to live comfortably, so they're going to put themselves in a compromising position, tying themselves to a marriage, a piece of paper. Get your big stupid ass out of here. The fuck? That's why you going to be a full glass. That's why you going to have all your shit together before you even think about a marriage or a relationship. Look at him knocking over my water. I'm on fire. I'm just telling you though, man. Like for real. You know, having sex in 2024 is the easiest thing you could do. It's out there. Sex is easy. Relationships are hard. You know, especially when the person ain't for you. That's why I say a lot of people don't accept the reality is that you put yourself in that position when you decided to trust a motherfucker you didn't know that well. You put yourself in that position when you tied your finances to a relationship or a marriage with a person that was financially irresponsible prior to you even getting in a relationship with them. That's your fault. Fuck that. Put yourself in a position so what you come with is what you leave with. Fuck out of here. Now, if you help me build my shit, if I'm at $100,000 and I build my shit into $100 million company and you had an integral part in that shit, I would be remiss if I didn't break you off a little change. But half, bitch, no. If I go from $1 million to $200 million, I probably would give you $20 million and be on your way. Because I'm going to keep, I already got the blueprint now. That $20 million going to come back to me. Go on about your business. I appreciate what you invested, your time, your efforts, and your energy. I appreciate you for seeing the vision. Most of you motherfuckers get in a relationship with people who don't see the fucking vision. And that's the reason that I don't get in a motherfucker. Because, yeah, you want a relationship. You see all the great things because I'm a very chivalrous, caring, thoughtful. I listen to you and I give you game. I'm indifferent. I'm amazing. Yes, but I just can't get no relationship with you. We can be cool, but when you don't see the vision, it's a red flag for me, baby. And I can't give distractions the power of my attention. Relationships are a distraction when the woman don't see the vision. Marriage is a distraction. You up this bitch hitting one knee and pleading to somebody to just take me. You begging with a $20,000 ring in your hand, begging. This has been a pretty good one, I will admit. I had a couple of pauses go on up in there, you know, because it's been a minute, brothers. Forgive me. Because I don't write this shit down. I come straight from the dome and just give you some real shit. I don't give a fuck about Will Smith, Jada Pinkett. I don't give a fuck about Puff Daddy and all those shenanigans. I don't care about any of that shit. It has no bearing on me and what I do. I never went out here and done none of that goofy shit. I'll be the one fucking to tell you, nigga, I ain't never liked trains. I wasn't no nigga that's running no trains on no bras because nigga just something about the presence of another nigga penises just don't sit well with me. There's a reason I sleep on my back. Because sleeping on my stomach, it just don't sit well with me. I'm a man. I'm a man 24 hours a day, 7 days a goddamn week. 365 days until my last day has come due and the bill has come due. And it's time for me to go on to the upper room. Fuck that. Listen, bro. Playing these whole games and shit, because you niggas do that shit. And I'll tell you another reason that I think motherfuckers is doomed. I seen motherfuckers taking Christmas pics with the goddamn blow-up doll. Now, it's another ploy that goes viral, but it gives you niggas a bad look. We talk about incels. Men who are incels, some of the weird motherfuckers. And you may not just be weird, you just may be a good guy. You're a nice guy. You see the best in people. You put your coat down when a puddle is right there for the old lady. You're a good person. It ain't nothing wrong with being a good person. But when you go to overexerting yourself for anybody in creation that is not yourself, you're going to be looked upon as a goddamn lame. Do you feel me? And that's just what it is, man. Focus on yourself, man. Brother, I take these motherfucking glasses off. I'm gonna look at the camera. Focus on your health, your wealth, and your motherfucking self. Self. I said self. My bad. I had to look at the camera. Because a lot of people, I heard people say on Instagram, oh, you don't never show your eyes and shit. I don't want you looking up in my shit. I'll be honest with you. You don't never show your eyes. You don't never smile. If you want to subscribe to this goddamn channel, you'll see my eyes. And you'll see me smiling too, motherfucker. Life good over here, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm into my 40s. My kids are grown. Life is good. Life is fucking good. Life is amazing. And I'm amazing as well. Yeah. Yeah. Let's just put it out there. You think motherfuckers, some of the richest, most wealthiest motherfuckers driving G-Wagons and Ferraris and shit, living in a 8,000 square foot house, a mini mansion and shit, are some of the most miserable motherfuckers you will ever meet on this goddamn planet. Some of the most negative too. But when you take a motherfucker like me who is happy within himself, proud of where I've come from, embrace the turmoil and the struggles and the loss, being taken for granted, being played. You know, I was one of them niggas who thought it could never happen to me. Shit, but you can't control another person. People gonna do exactly what they want to do, regardless if you like it or not. If anything, if they're afraid of losing you, they're going to try to rationalize it by pointing the finger at you. That's the definition of gaslighting. Shit. And you want to tie yourself up to that shit? You want to get emotionally involved in that bullshit? You want to deal with somebody that's carrying around a whole bunch of baggage, dragging that shit into your life? The fuck out of here. You'll have to be a fool. A miserable, lonely fool. When you find peace, that shit is addictive. And you're not going to entertain anything that's going to disrupt your goddamn peace. And that's just it. We can be cool. But I know how to compartmentalize the way that I view you. You understand me? A lot of guys need to apply true masculine principles to their lives in the way that they view things and the way that they feel things, man. Over emotional about a bitch that don't even know you exist. You in the comment section about Megan Thee Stallion, man. Get out of here. Your opinion on that shit don't even matter. Your opinion on it, nothing that these women do in 2024 matters. They're going to do what they want to do. So guess what you do? You do what the fuck you want to do. You embrace your standards. You embrace your boundaries. You embrace who you are. You stand true on who you are. You get your motherfucking ass in that goddamn gym. Make sure your bills paid on time. Get you a couple of whips. Decorate your house. Make your house look like something. Make your house look like a family environment. Or make your house look like a vibe. Huh? You see that shit back there? That's a vibe. My house. Everything in this bitch. I got lights and I got palm trees and shit in my living room, man. And I ain't flexing my muscle or nothing. I'm just being honest with you. Got palm trees and shit in that bitch. And I got lights at the bottom of it that illuminate. I did that shit, me. That Jeep, all that shit you see on Instagram, that's me. I did that shit. I decorated this motherfucker. I laid this shit out. I laid a blueprint. Because guess what? At the end of the day, the kingdom is the reflection of the king. Y'all don't hear me, man. I'm going to get up out of here. Let me see. Y'all ain't sent me none of my cash up. I'm gone. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all playing with me. I ain't one of those. Nobody show me no love, boy. I feel terrible. I feel bad. I've been over this motherfucker. Just feel like I've been, with my rag at? But I'm serious about that, fellas. So anyway, man, I've ran my mouth about enough. You know, I put anybody want to hit the cash app, you want me to keep talking, I gotta show me some love, because otherwise time and money, and I'm gonna have to ride up out of here. I got other shit I got to take care of, you know what I mean? I got other affairs that require my attention. What's up, Cortez? I know y'all like this shit, man. And you know, and listen, bro, I'll be honest with you. I can tell, like, LPI hit me up on Instagram, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that what's up, bro. You know what I mean? I can tell who really fucked with me. He noticed that I hadn't been, I ain't been around. Hey, man, I'm just checking on you, man. Make sure everything good. Hey, for sure, bro. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with you, man. I'm gonna hit you up, too. I got some business, man, you need to discuss, you know what I'm saying? Probably be something real, real lucrative, you know what I mean? Put a little chain in a nigga pocket or something, you know what I'm talking about? You know, every man should have multiple revenue streams. Not just your job, have you something else too, a hobby that'll pay you. I'm about to start giving guitar lessons around this motherfucker. Just fuck off some time. Teach a kid how to take his anger out on that guitar. That kid ain't got no dad over that motherfucker. Watching that goddamn revolving door of Tyrone's coming in and out of that bitch. Yeah, we own that, baby. We own that. Anyway, man, I appreciate y'all for coming through tonight, man. I'm going to have something real special for y'all coming up as well. Hopefully Sunday. Put the Patreon in the chat if y'all can, man. Put the Patreon up for me. That way, guys can go find me over there on Patreon with the new what was once known as the Crash Dummy Chronicles will be now known as Grown Man Business Breaks Down Betrayal. I had to clean that up, that Crash Dummy Chronicles shit. It sounds more like the Hard Hat Chronicles. Everything is a chronicle. Life is a chronicle. And everything that you've been through has simply been a page in a chapter. Use that shit as fuel, man. You guys ever need any motivation or inspiration, you ready to run through a big rock, come over here and fuck with me. I'll give you what's real. You're going to feel real good about yourself when you leave here. You're going to feel real good about yourself. You know what I'm talking about? You can smile. Shit, man, get out of here, man. Like life is easy. It's only as difficult as you make it. You know? And sometimes, you know, things don't get any easier. You simply get stronger. You become better. You know? That's all it's about, baby. But anyway, man, theatricality and deception are powerful agents to the uninitiated. But we are the initiated. We are men first. Y'all fellas have a good night.
D-Max Beats.